This is a small effort from Daily Deeds news team to put forth information regarding Honorable Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's published work. Let's begin with the poem of Padma Shri Ramdev Dasar. आज आमचे जे काही आहे ते सर्व तुझेच आहे. हे जगणे आणि मरणे, हे सुख आणि दुःख, हे स्वप्न आणि वास्तव, ही भूक ही तहान, सर्व पुण्याई तुझीच आहे. Babasaheb Bhimrao Ambedkar was born on April 14 in 1891. A renowned social reformer and a Dalit icon, he spoke unequivocally against the inequality, injustice, and discrimination faced by the members of the Dalit community and other suppressed classes. He is considered a key architect of the Constitution of India and went on becoming the first Law and Justice Minister of independent India. Janta Weekly, Bahishkrut Bharat, and Moon Nayak were the newspapers founded by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Muk Nayak was among the first paper founded by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Moon Nayak was founded on January 31st, 1920. Similarly, Bahishkrut Bharat was founded on 3rd April 1927, and Janta, a weekly journal, began its publication in January 1946. Through these papers, he put forward the voice of people towards the government. The purpose of starting the weekly newspapers was to stimulate discussion on national and international problems from a democratic perspective and promote struggles of the oppressed for radical social transformation. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar believed that any movement should have its own newspaper. A movement without a newspaper is like a bird without wings. These newspapers also helped the people to get involved in active social and governmental reforms. The Untouchables, who were they and why they became untouchables? The book was originally published in the year 1948. This book is a sequel to a treatise called the Shudras, who they were and how they became to be the fourth Varna of the Indo-Aryan society, which was published in 1946. Besides the Shudras, the Hindu civilization has produced three social classes whose existence has not received the attention it deserves. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in this book proposes a solid theory on the origin of the practice of untouchability. Castes in India, their mechanism, genesis and development was a paper read by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar at an anthropological seminar of Alexander Goldenweiser in New York on 9th May 1916. It was later published in one of the volumes of Indian Antiquary in May 1917. Federation versus Freedom. This book is a unique source of information for the institutions, libraries, universities, scholars, modern history, social work, then Dalit studies, and researchers of political science. Federation versus Freedom was published in the year 1939. Maharashtra as a linguistic province was a statement submitted to the Linguistic Provinces Commission and was published in 1948. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar proved the importance of Mumbai in Maharashtra historically, socially, and politically. Mr. Gandhi and the Emancipation of the Untouchables. The Real Face of Gandhi regarding Indian freedom struggle was a paper written by Honorable Dr. B.R. Ambedkar that he had read at the 1942 Pacific Relations Conference, brought the caste issue out in the world and demanded that it should be viewed with urgency and shame as being analogous to other forms of degradation of humanity like slavery, racism, fascism, and should not be belittled as insignificant internal matter as propounded by Gandhi and the Congress. Pakistan, or the Partition of India, was originally published in the year 1945. This book is a treasure trove of knowledge. It shows the vision of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and anticipation of the problems of partition. The present generation of youth needs to read this book because it reveals a lot of intentionally hidden information. It is the best book to gain insight into the horrors of the partition and will surely compel the readers to think about how and why India was partitioned. Ranade, Gandhi and Jinnah, originally published in the year 1943, is an address delivered by the author on the 101st birthday celebration of Mahadev Govind Ranade, held at Pune on 18 January 1943. States and minorities, what are their rights and how to secure them in the Constitution of Free India, published in the year 1947. This book deals with proposed preamble to the Constitution of the United States of India, proposed Article 1 of the Constitution relating to the admission of Indian states and new territories into the Union, proposed Article 2 of the Constitution containing fundamental rights for citizens, provisions for the protection of minorities, and safeguards for their scheduled caste. Annihilation of Caste, originally published in the year 1936. Honorable Dr. B.R. Ambedkar wrote the Annihilation of Caste for the 1936 meeting of a group of liberal Hindu caste reformers in Lahore. After reviewing the speech, conference organizers revoked Ambedkar's invitation. He then self-published the work, which became an immediate classic. The Problem of the Rupee, its origin and its solution. It was originally published in the year 1923. The book raises currency question in British India, which led to the creation of Reserve Bank of India. The Buddha and his Dharma is a treatise on Buddha's life and philosophy. It was the last work of Indian statesman and scholar B.R. Ambedkar. The book was originally published in the year 1957. The Buddha and his Dharma offers an active and interesting account and perspective of Buddha's life and teachings, and establishes the fact that religion should unite people, ameliorate the pain of the distressed, and liberate them from their sufferings.